Have you ever been at a theme park where you have just ridden the same roller coaster over and over again without getting dizzy? Well, today we're going to be discussing some of these roller coasters in this video, and I've also ridden many roller coasters over a dozen times the same day. So in this video I'm going to be addressing the 15 most re-rideable roller coasters I know, and what I mean by that is roller coasters that offers a ton of fun without me getting dizzy. And there are really some great roller coasters out there that you could rerun all day, so the only thing you have to do is sit back, relax and enjoy this video. And now coming in as the first coaster on the list, we got Teran at Phantasialand. And just about a week ago I was so lucky to experience Phantasialand for 2 days during the Winter Traum event, and almost half of the day at Phantasialand were used in the queue for Teran, and every time I used the single rider line for this speed demon. And Teran overall is a world-class intimate multi-launch roller coaster with 2 very punchy launches, and Teran overall offers a lengthy and high pace layout with many twists and turns and a few airtime hills. And Teran overall is endless fun with many different twists and turns and elements, so I didn't even get dizzy. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Hyperion at Fort Park, and I decided back in summer 2024 to take a short trip to Fort Park to experience this new Mack Rise hypercoaster. And let me tell you, Hyperion really didn't disappoint me. This huge Mack Rise hypercoaster really offers a quite short layout, but it has some of the best elements in the whole world. The twisted vertical first drop is the best I've ever experienced in the world, especially in the back row. And then you have this bizarre turnaround section with a lot of air time and hang time, and in the end you have one of the most hang time filled inversions in the whole world. And given the short layout and these big elements, you can't really get dizzy riding this roller coaster. And now coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Untamed at Walibi Holland. And Untamed overall is a relentless mid-sized RMC roller coaster, and just on 2 days back in the summer 2023 I rode Untamed 25 times total. And trust me, there are some rides out there I can't even ride twice, and I really think Untamed is one of the best RMC roller coasters in the whole world. All these airtime hills are just crazy and relentless, and even though Untamed has a very lengthy layout with many strong G-forces, I didn't really get dizzy. The 5 inversions are great and the dozen airtime hills are just crazy on this coaster, so just go out there and re-ride Untamed all day. And now coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Red Force at PortAventura. And as many know, Red Force is of course the tallest and fastest roller coaster in Europe, and this huge Intamin LSM launch coaster by Intamin stands at the Ferrari Land section at PortAventura World. And Red Force of course has the strongest LSM launch in the whole world, and you can just feel the speed increasing and increasing going down the whole launch track. And flying up the top hat isn't even that intense, but you get airtime and the top hat and a world-class twisted first drop. Giving its very short layout and its tummy tickling first launch, this is just a very re-rideable roller coaster. And coming in next on the list, we got Colossus Kampf der Giganten at Heide Park. And yes, we're of course talking about the huge Intamin prefab wooden roller coaster located in Germany. And overall this roller coaster just focuses on the strong negative G-forces. And just like El Toro, Colossus starts out with a world-class first drop and 2 of the best camelbacks in the whole world. And these camelback hills just offer strong sustained airtime. But unfortunately the middle part of this ride is quite lackluster because the turnaround doesn't do anything, the airtime hills doesn't do anything, and then you have a very drawn out and big helix. But Colossus has an awesome ending with many airtime hills where it goes through this wooden structure. It looks awesome. And Colossus has also been refurbished, so this coaster is just so smooth. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. And to be honest, many of these hyper roller coasters could be on the list, but it would be very boring if all of them were hyper coasters. And for me, Mako is just the most re-rideable hyper coaster of them all. Mako just offers many relentless floater airtime hills with strong airtime, and the turnaround section is very smooth and soft, so I don't really get dizzy here. And Mako also has a very weird second half where it just slowly moves over the pathway, so this is just okay. Mako overall just offers some of the strongest floater hills on any hyper coaster, but honestly I could fall asleep going through the second half. And now coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Millennium Force at Cedar Point. And I might get in trouble for this, but I really like the name Millennium Force for this coaster. And yes, you have a great first drop and then the overbank is very strong with positive G-forces, but that doesn't really kill me. For me, Millennium Force is just a speedy experience where you fly through the scenery at Cedar Point. And unfortunately I can't really feel the positive G-forces on the overbanks, but I have to respect Millennium Force. This was really a record breaker back in 2000. The speed is awesome and the forces aren't really that strong, so that makes Millennium Force very re-rideable. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Formula at Energylandia. And this is a very punchy and compact Vekoma New Gen roller coaster. Funny enough, Formula was actually the comeback roller coaster from Vekoma back in 2016. This is where they showcased their new trains and new track, and this is just glossy smooth. The small launch is awesome, the hang time filled inversion is cool, and then you have whippy inversions and punchy airtime hills. The sharp turns on Formula does pull some strong positive G-forces, but the ride experience isn't even that long. So overall a punchy and negative G-force heavy roller coaster, I like it. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Orlando. Since my visit to Florida back in 2022, Revenge of the Mummy is still my favorite indoor roller coaster. Revenge of the Mummy is overall heavily themed from the queue line to all the dark ride scenes in this attraction. Revenge of the Mummy features a strong incline first launch, and at the crest of this hill you get some strong airtime. With a high pace, the coaster goes through some twists and turns turns in the darkness. And after another awesome dark ride scene, the coaster yet again gives some awesome airtime. The train goes down a sharp twisted drop that gives airtime and laterals. And in the end you have a bit more track in the darkness, and then the awesome ride is done. Revenge of the Mummy overall is just a strong, punchy and smooth experience. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Padan at Djursommerland. And this awesome intimate mega light roller coaster is located in my home park in Denmark, so that's awesome. I don't know how many times I said awesome right there, but I'm quite stupid, man. Overall, Padan features a short but very punchy layout with many airtime moments. You start off with a decent drop and then you have a fast-paced turn with a lot of positive G-forces. But after that, Padan just showcases relentless airtime moments. Padan really goes crazy when it goes through 3 relentless S-hills that are low to the ground, and these just offer strong ejector airtime. But even though these airtime moments are very strong, Padan is still a very smooth roller coaster. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Rutsjebane at Tivoli Gardens. And we might as well stay in Denmark because I think this wooden roller coaster is the most re-rideable in the whole world. Rutsjebane dates all the way back to 1917, making it one of the oldest operating roller coasters to this day. But overall, Rutsjebane offers a very lengthy and very smooth roller coaster layout with many airtime hills, and you just go through this man-made mountain. It is just an experience, and you really need to sit in the back row of this roller coaster because these airtime hills offer strong airtime if you sit there. And apart from airtime hills, this old wooden roller coaster also goes through many tunnels. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Sartre at Energylandia. And who would have really thought that one of the biggest and most relentless RMC roller coasters in terms of pacing is on this list? Sartre overall is just a world-class speed machine for me. And even though this roller coaster features some strong airtime and intense whip, this roller coaster is just so re-rideable for me. Sartre overall for me is just very smooth, and after a great first drop you have a very smooth turnaround section, and then you have a cool 0G roll that just feels awesome. And even though some of these roller coasters are quite big and forceful, they are just so re-rideable for me. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa. Cheetah Hunt overall is just one of the best family thriller rides in the whole world. This coaster overall is a very lengthy multi-launch roller coaster made by Untamed. Cheetah Hunt overall offers a very lengthy ride experience with a total of 3 punchy launches and a lot of variety in elements. The point of Cheetah Hunt is of course to move like a cheetah, so you have many high-speed twists and turns that are awesome. And combined with a hang time fill inversion and many great airtime moments, this is overall just a great coaster. And coming in as the next coaster on the list, we got Tiaga at Walibi Belgium. And for me, this is one of the most bizarre looking Gerslauer bobsled coasters I've ever tried. Tiaga overall offers a fun family roller coaster experience that mainly stays high elevated over the pathways. The main layout is fun and very twisty, and sometimes the roller coaster dips down to the water with high speed. And Tiaga doesn't really have many sharp twists and turns that the bobsled coasters are known for. And combined with a very smooth ride experience, Tiaga overall offers a very graceful ride, but it's still great fun. And coming in as the last coaster on the list, we got Balder at Liseberg. And just like Colossus at Hyperpark, Balder has also undergone the huge refurbishment. So that means this awesome wooden roller coaster by Untamed is a lot smoother than many steel roller coasters. And Balder overall offers a very fun and very simple wooden roller coaster layout with many airtime hills, and then you have a turn and many airtime hills yet again. All of these airtime moments on Balder really hits hard, and this roller coaster just gets better and better when you ride it. The pacing gets faster and faster, and the airtime hills are stronger and stronger. Balder overall just offers strong airtime moments and graceful turns. So now we've finally gone through 15 of my most re-rideable roller coasters I've ever tried. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Have I missed some roller coasters? Let me know in the comments, of course. And until the end of the day, I will always gonna say bye bye.